What's up, everyone? Angel Ram here, second channel Ram, back with a new video. Welcome to the very first episode of Month of EVO, where I will talk about one specific fighting game per day till the end of the month. Uh, if you've seen the previous video, you already know some of the big changes and what games are going to come. Excuse me, but yeah, this is kind of a what's it called, very poorly made first one because first off, the lighting's bad. My face is all dark. Um, it was I kind of was a bit of a lazy day, kind of a different day. As you know, Evo was yesterday, Saturday, and Friday of last week. So the first 3 days, the days that Evo happens, I don't post videos there, so that gave me a chance. Plus, I actually went to Evo this time, and I will make a video about that later. But for now, let's talk about today's first fighting game. And today's first fighting game is one that I think is a bit overhated, and that is DNF Dual.
시간 속에 묻어버린 기억 그 순간엔 나도 그랬어 남아있는 많은 사람들이 다 함께 그곳으로 갔으면 이 힘으로 진실을 본 순간 떠져나왔던 내 웃음이 강인하게 나를 키워준 거야 지금 내 모습으로 언제나 네가 믿었던 것들이 거짓일 수 있어 뒤돌아봐 바로 거기야 덤지마 너를 쓰러뜨리기 위해 누구로 다가올지 몰라 여기서 네넌 닿는 거야 두려워 마
Now, you may be wondering, what is DNF Duel, and what's it? Yeah, what's it about? You know the stuff. Whatever we're gonna talk about. So DNF Duel is a 2D fighting game. I actually learned about it literally like a week or two after my month of Evo series of last year ended because the Epic Game Store was giving it out for free, and I've heard whispers of it, and then I decided to get it, see what it was about, and then I ended up playing it, got it, and it was quite a bit of fun actually. A lot of fun. I wish I got back to it into a bit more, but maybe soon. Maybe I have to get the footage of this. Usually I was gonna get the footage before I do the video so that I remember a little refreshed, but again, it is a bit last minute. It's literally 5. I need to post this by the end of today, 4th. But yeah. So what is it? So yeah, it's a 2D fighter. It's made by hit developer Arc System Works, known for Grand Blue, Under Knife Birth, the very famous Guilty Gear Strive, the new Hunter x Hunter game, the new Marvel Tokon game. Yeah, all those sorts of games. So we have that, and so the animation, as you probably know from all these titles, looks very good. It looks have an anime-ish style, so it looks pretty good. It's based off the very Korean game Dungeon Fighter, I think. Because DNF Duel came from an original IP, and I think Dungeon Fighter is the original name of it. It's like an RPG, from what I know. I had not played a Dungeon Fighter. I've heard very little of it. and I played DNF Dual, and then I became aware of its original. I have not played DNF, the original, but I played the fighting game, which is all that matters for this month. So, what are the controls like? What's the deal with it gameplay wise? So it's pretty much like the predecessor to modern controls, because it's very similar to like a MVC, to a Smash Bros, to an SF6 modern controls, because there's combos that you can do. Well, let me not jump that far, but like there's I think one button for like each different type of move, and they're all like smash moves. So like you just move one direction, press a button, move another direction, press a button, and yeah, that's kind of like the main sort of gimmicks. There is regular motion inputs, which is traditional for fighting games. It's like the core circles, dragon punches, all that. So yeah, there has that. So that's kind of the basics of it control wise. Something it also predates is well, it might not be the first one to do this, but this is the first one. This is the first time I ever saw it, where it has like a health ratio kind of system, where if your health is at a certain level, you will become more powerful and be allowed to do a like your super or something. So I think it's at 30% health or at 50% health you get like a buff, which you can make your character stronger. You can make your character do a super. Very similar to the SPG system in City of the Wolves, and sort of like Tekken 7 and 8, where when your health is low, that's when you get your like rage art and stuff. So yeah, it has that, and this game came out a while ago, so I don't know if any game did this before. At least not in my view, not from my seen, especially last month of EVO. I don't think there was a game that did that. But then obviously Tekken does it, and also City of the Wolves. So it's a very interesting system. It predates that. I like it. I think it's pretty cool, because you can choose like at what life you're at to become more stronger, and it's quite good. Now I won't lie, the UI kind of looks a lot like a Xrd. It's giving me like Xrd vibes. If you can see the UI, I will obviously put footage on screen. It gives me a lot of Xrd vibes. I don't know. I think there's a burst. Sorry, this is the only video where I'll look like a noob. I think there's a burst system as well. I don't remember. But yeah, the game you can tell is an Arc Sys game. It looks a lot like, for me, Guilty Gear. It plays like a Smash Bros, which is funny. So yeah, let's talk about other stuff though. So the roster is a pretty decent size, I'd say. It has a good starting roster. Plus, it has I think 1 or 2 years of DLC, which I think I bought. I think I bought the DLC when it was on sale, and has a pretty big roster. A lot of the characters are from an RPG, so their names and roles are kind of like different mages, like roles you would see in an RPG. So there's like a brawler class, there's like a mage, what else? There's a gunsmith, there's a Nen master, I think. Not like the Hunter x Hunter Nen, but like I guess DNF uses that system. Again, I can't really speak about like the characters themselves, because for one, I have like a few hours in the game, and two, I had not played DNF. A character I started to like quite a bit was I don't remember her name or how to pronounce her name, but it's a ninja. She's like this elf ninja individual. And last time I remember playing DNF Dual, I was using that character and stuff, and then she seemed pretty cool. And historically, I've been a big ninja guy, not like the streamer, but like the type in fighting games. I very much enjoy Guy. I played a bit of Kimberly in SF6. I played a bit of Chip in Strive. So I quite liked it. Ninjas are pretty fun to use. It might not be the best because they're a little bit complicated at times, but yeah, a little off topic. What about content-wise? You know, what does DNF Dual have to offer? So there's an online system, I think, Yeah, there is. Why wouldn't it? I don't know why I said things, but yeah, there's an online system. I have not played online, so because I've been just doing the other stuff. There is training mode. There's combo trials. There's a campaign where each character does like their own story mode kind of thing. What else is there? Yeah, I think actually if you do enough character story modes, you unlock one of the characters. I think, like one of the boss characters. So that's pretty interesting. I think there's an arcade mode. Like I think the campaign and the arcade mode are two different things, but I might be wrong on that. What else? Yeah, DNF Dual is a pretty fun game, honestly. It threw me off at first because, again, it is a Smash game, and at this point, I played quite a bit of 2D fighters, and none of them are very simplistic, I guess you could say. So DNF Dual being kind of ahead of its time in a way, it's pretty awesome. And again, the visuals look great. What else? What else can I see about this game? So yeah, I did get it a week afterwards, and I really was bummed out that I couldn't get it before, like before month of EVO ended. I could have not got CVS Chaos, SEC Chaos, and put it here because I feel like I might have deserved it more. I don't know why it's, or I've seen like a few posts online kind of hating on it, people hating on it, which I don't get why. It's pretty fun. It got quite a bit of content. It is a full price fighting game, which I guess maybe that could be why. But I don't know. I really like DNF Dual. I think it's quite fun. And after making this video, I might go back into playing it and maybe do some videos here on the channel. Because I've kind of been not playing fighting games as much recently. After going to EVO and after doing the series, probably going to be doing the series, I will probably get into it. I think DNF Dual might be one of the first ones to go back into. And if it wasn't obvious enough, DNF Dual has not been a main stage game at EVO yet. Probably might not will. It's a few years old, I think. It came out in 2019, 2021, one of those two. I think could be wrong. But yeah, it could have been a what's it called, extended lineup game. But even I don't think it even made it there. But or it might have been like at EVO, like at a booth or something. But it has not been a main stage game yet. So yeah. Overall, DNF Dual is a pretty fun game, and I think you should try it out. Though, I doubt Epic Games will give it out for free anytime soon. I think after you do it once, it's a one and done. So yeah, but if you can get it on sale, I recommend DNF Dual. And yeah, what else can I talk about with DNF Dual? Because it is a fun game. Visually, it's very good. It's an artist game, of course. The music's really good. Very hype music. It kind of reminds me like of a medieval time sort of game, like the Soul Calibur was a bit more modern. Because it doesn't feel like exactly. It feels a lot like what's it called? If Guilty Gear and Soul Calibur were mixed into one, and they brought out this. I don't know why I get that feeling, because it's obviously a fantasy sort of game, but it also feels a bit like modernish, sort of. I'm not sure, but yeah. What else can I say? I probably could talk about it more if I probably looked at it more. If the intro gets muted, I do apologize, because it probably might get muted, but just sometimes when I'm doing these videos, I can't put the whole intro, because either A, like it'll get taken down, or B, the song is copyrighted, which is why the next video I do, which is Melty Blood Type Luna, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm not gonna be able to put the sound, because when I played it on my main channel, I put the whole intro in, and it told me it was going to not be like it wasn't be able to be posted, because the song belonged to someone, which is understandable. I don't have the right to do that, post it without permission. So I'm gonna put hopefully the intro plays for this one. If not, then I'm sorry. Play the game or just do that. But yeah, a bit of a shorter one because Melty Blood isn't exactly a game I've got too many hours in, and it was a game I would like to. Again, I would probably want to do a few videos here on the channel for it. But yeah. So that being said, that was episode 1 of EVO 2025. A DNF Dual. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 2, where I talk about Melty Blood Type Lumina. Goodbye.